It's Sunday morning and it's a bit of a grumpy day. We've had a lot of sunshine, but this weekend we've had lots and lots of rain, and today is not going to be any different. We've got rain and we've got thunderstorms, aren't we? But we've also had a bit of wind on top, and that's not done. These apple trees behind me, much good at all. We'll have a look at those shortly, but since it's Sunday I've decided to make a little dinner, and I've just run out of the harvest of Charlotte's second earlies. So I think it's time to empty another container, and fingers crossed we do as well as we did last time. If I remember right, we got 3.4 pounds of potatoes from what was quite a small container. So if we get the same, great. If we get more, all the better. Because we did stagger the plantings of these potatoes. We did them a few weeks apart, and we did that for a reason. Because they don't store too well, we want to be able to harvest at different weeks through the year. So now we've got another one that's ready to go. So we'll get that tarp down, get it emptied, and hopefully we'll get a result. This is the one that we're emptying today. I think it's definitely past its best. You can see that the plant's all starting to die back now. So I think anything that's in that container won't be getting any bigger. So we might as well take an harvest, see what we get. So as always, we'll cut the tops off these plants first. And then we'll tip it out and see what we get. Definitely a bit drier than last time, even though we've had quite a lot of rain. Let's take this portion away. You can see how dry that is. And then we'll dig in. Well, we've definitely got potatoes. I think I could have left this to grow for a bit longer. They're quite small compared to the last ones. But we haven't finished yet, so let's just keep going. Not bad sizes those really. Perfect for what I want at this time of year. But they're also very clean. I don't think we're going to be beating that last harvest, but you never know. There is the seed potato, and somebody did ask how many of these I put in this size container, and it's 2. So we've still got a few more to go. That's a pretty strange one. It's like 2 potatoes fused together. Once again, lots of these little small ones. We'll keep them. Moving some soil out of the way, and then I find 2 more. So we'll have a bit of a clear up, and hopefully we're going to find a few more. But to be fair, that is not bad from a very small container. And there is your second seed potato, all gone to mush now. But we have got a few more potatoes, so that's good news. And another pretty good sized one. I don't think we're getting much more from this, if I'm honest. I think we're about done. Certainly not as good as I was hoping for, but for a very small container, that's still a good amount of potatoes. And even though I know it's less than the one we emptied before, I'm still going to weigh him, just so we can get an idea of an average as we go through the rest of them. So I've got my bag and I've got my scales. We'll take a look, see what we get. Must admit, that is certainly a strange one. It's good considering that previous harvest did last us a couple of weeks. So, since it is Sunday dinner day, we know we're alright. Probably for the next couple of weeks again. But since these potatoes are so small compared to the previous lot, I think I might leave the other containers a little bit longer and wait until the tops of them plants have completely died back. And hopefully we'll get some better sizes out of it that way. So we'll reset these scales to 0, and as always we're doing it in pounds. As I said earlier, I think we got 3.4 pounds from the last weigh, and I would have guessed maybe 2.5 on this one. Now that's settled, 2.10 pounds. There you go. Hopefully you can see that okay. So still not a bad amount of potatoes from such a small container. It'll keep us going for a while, and we'll let those others grow on. As I said, maybe we can beat that £3.5 one. Meanwhile, let's just have a quick look at these apple trees. You can see we've had a bit of a problem. The apples are starting to fall off. That's not good, because they are a really good size. I don't know if they're eatable at this stage, but there's a mark on it, and they were starting to ripen. But maybe it's just the wind that's caused it, because I can see a few more on the floor behind as well. There's one down there too. It takes quite a long time to grow apples, so it's disappointing to see them falling off. We've still got some really good sized ones, however, at the back there. So fingers crossed it was the wind that did that and not something else. But if you know something that I don't about apples just falling off the tree, then let me know in comments. Because if there is some kind of a problem, we need to deal with that. So there we go, Sunday morning, dinner's sorted. But that is his harvest for today. Just over £2 of fresh homegrown potatoes. And they always taste better than shop bought. If you want to see what comes out of those other potato containers after we've left them for a few more weeks, please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.